There is no denying it, Facebook ads have changed. It feels like Apple is pretty much at war with Facebook, and Apple has been doing everything in their power to try to scare people out of data tracking. And I feel like every time I turn on the TV, I see one of Apple's iPhone privacy ads, which honestly has had a huge impact on Facebook ad performance and has been driving higher ad costs. Not to mention the rise of TikTok has drastically shifted consumer behavior and the type of content consumers want to see from brands. So with all these changes happening, I want to give you the best ways to advertise on Facebook that will actually help you achieve lower ad costs and a far better ROAS. And for my new people to Facebook ads, that just means return on ad spend. Believe you me, I'm really gonna try my best not to use jargon in this video, but it gets really tough when you're in these Facebook ad trenches every single day. So the very first thing that you wanna tackle when it comes to your Facebook ads is your creatives, or the actual ads people see. When it comes to Facebook ads, your creatives can single-handedly make or break your Facebook ad campaigns. If you get your creatives right, you'll be raking in cash faster than a NASCAR driver. If you get your creatives wrong though, you may feel like your money might have been better spent gambling it away in Vegas. So one strategy that I always stand by when it comes to creating super effective creative is right message, right person, right time. Now, if you have never heard of this strategy, it just means that you deliver the right creative to the right person when they are ready to buy. Now, for even the best advertisers in the world, this can be a challenge. And the more you understand your customer and your customer journey, the easier this becomes. So let me break down this strategy for you practically. So when you are creating your creatives, you should have creatives for two groups of people. One group of people that have no idea who or what your business is, and another group of people that are already pretty much familiar with your brand already. Now, within the group that has no idea what your brand is, this is where you want to create creatives that introduce them to your brand. So showcase your brand story, share the benefits of your brand, and show how you are better than your competitors, etc. Studies have shown that people need to see your brand on average of 7 times to be able to recall it. So the majority of your budget and most of your creatives should be geared towards brand awareness. Within the second group of people that are already familiar with your brand, this is where you really want to get a little bit more sophisticated, if you will, with your creative strategy. This would be considered your retargeting or your remarketing audience. These creatives should seal the deal to get your particular customer to buy from you right now. So this is where you really want to come in with your strongest offer. So BOGO deals, free shipping, and discounts are really great creatives to create. You also want to test other angles besides just price to get your potential customers back shopping with you. Now, you may be wondering what types of content you should actually create. Now, for me personally, I recommend that you have a mixture of both static and short form video content. In my personal experience, I have seen static images work really well for remarketing campaigns, and short form video has worked the best for brand awareness campaigns, but results will vary differently depending on your product or service. When it comes to your video content, the recommended length is between 15 and 20 seconds for optimal performance, and you really want to make sure your video content isn't overly produced or looks like a traditional ad. Brands that use UGC or user-generated content have seen a 10 to 20% lift in return on ad spend compared to traditional ads as well. So don't be afraid to work with or reach out to creators to make sure your brand is showcased in a more authentic light. Literally, this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to creating effective creative. So if you have any questions, make sure that you drop them in the comments down below. Moving forward, the second thing that you really want to consider is your overall campaign structure. I touched on this a little bit when discussing creative, but you want to make sure your campaign is structured optimally to get the most out of your ad spend. If I'm being honest, I'm always super surprised when I do Facebook ad audits how certain brands structure their ad accounts sometimes. You really only need to create 2 campaigns honestly to advertise on Facebook successfully. And you probably guessed it, it's a prospecting campaign and a remarketing campaign. Now, how you set up your remarketing campaign is pretty straightforward. At the campaign objective level, you're going to want to select conversions and sales, and I always recommend creating a CBO campaign. This just allows Facebook to budget each individual ad set based on performance. At the ad set level, you're going to want to create custom audiences off of your website visitors, customer lists, Instagram and Facebook pages, etc. And you can literally put all these audiences in one ad set if you like, or break them out individually if the audience sizes are really big. And you want to make sure that you optimize for purchases. And you already know what ads that go along with this campaign. Now, when it comes to prospecting campaigns, this is where it gets a little bit more tricky. Some people like running brand awareness campaigns, others like running traffic campaigns, optimizing towards landing page views on their website. Now, what I like to do personally, especially when it comes to e-com, is run another conversion campaign optimizing towards add to carts. This way, everybody that abandons the cart, I can retarget them with my other Facebook ad campaign and from my abandoned cart email sequence as well. So I have a better chance of getting more sales this way. When it comes to how many interests you should target in your prospecting campaign, it really depends on your budget. Because if you add too many ad sets with not enough budget, your ad sets won't ever exit the learning phase. So I recommend starting with around 3 to 5 ad sets to begin with and add more or less depending on your ad performance. I also recommend testing lookalike audiences based off your website visitors, purchases, and video views from your paid ad content. And you can also test really broad interest targeting as well. And again, you should already know what ads to run in this prospecting campaigns because we covered it a little bit earlier. And if you're getting value thus far, if you could hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, the third thing that you want to have in place is your tracking. Now, I know this has nothing to do with the ads themselves, but if you don't set up your tracking properly, you might as well kiss your money goodbye. Right now, if you ever get a chance to talk to a Facebook rep, they're going to tell you that they want you to implement Cappy along with a Facebook pixel for your website. And Cappy is just short for Conversion API. As you know, the iOS 14 has caused a lot of data loss, heavily affecting Facebook ad performance, and Cappy is supposed to be the best solution to that problem. Cappy allows Facebook to collect user data from your server instead of your customer's browser. If I'm being honest, I really don't know why this is a good thing or even how this really works for real, but every analytics person I work with on my team says this is dope, so I just roll with it. Now, I will say the process of setting this up is very easy if you're using a website like Shopify. However, if you have like a super custom built website, it might be more difficult. So all you have to do to set this up is go to your events manager, click add pixel, and then follow the remaining of the directions. Overall, if you follow the best practices that I've given you in this video, you should see really good results with your Facebook ads. Now, if you want to take your brand to the next level, I also recommend running Facebook and TikTok ads simultaneously. And I teach you how to run TikTok ads in this video right here.